Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining the Humboldt County Library's Unlock Your Library series, where today we're going to be talking about using your online library account. In this video, we're going to cover a couple topics, including how to access your library account, using your library account to renew items online, how to place items on hold, opting into your reading history, and using the preferred search and My List features in your online account. So when you sign up for a library card with the Humboldt County Library, you're automatically given an online library account. This is whether you have a full access library card or an express card. You do not get an online library account, however, if you just get an e-library card. So those are only accessing Libby and our online databases, so no account is needed. And the first step to getting to your library account is to go to our website. The easiest way is going to humlib.org. And then from that website, right in the middle, you'll see my library account. And if you click on that button, you'll be able to see how to log into your account. So let me go ahead and do that myself. So here I am on our humlib.org website, and I click on my library account. And from here, you can enter in your name. We've got a fake name that we use here, and your library card number. You'll find this on the back of your library card underneath the barcode. We started off for you, so you do everything after the 49. Now, if you're using this for the first time, you're going to need to set up a PIN number. This is just to help protect your information. There is some of your personal contact information on your account, so you want to make sure that it's as secure as possible. So if this is the first time using it and you haven't set up your PIN number yet, go ahead and put in your name and your library card number and leave the PIN field blank and just click submit. This will take you to a screen where you can set your PIN number. Your PIN number needs to be 4 digits long, and it needs to be slightly complicated. So you can't just do 000 or 1 2 3 4. It does need to be a little complex, but you want to make it something that you can remember. So a year, phone number, just numbers that you would remember easily. So you put it in first field and then put it in again, make sure the two numbers match, and click submit. And now you have set your PIN number and you're in your account. So here we can see, this is what it looks like when you first log into your account. Over here on the left-hand side, we've got all of your personal information, your name, your mailing address, your phone number. You'll see if you have any fines on your account, how many items you have checked out, and some helpful information if you forget how to do renewals or anything like that. We've got some reference materials here. You can also see here at the bottom your fines. It'll tell you how much your fines you have on your account. And in the middle, there are some buttons that you can use for different features. If you want to change your PIN number, you can click modify your PIN and change your PIN number. Modify your personal info. If you've moved or you've changed phone numbers, this is really helpful for us. If you can go in and change your personal info by clicking here, and you can just enter in your new phone number or email address. You can either do that on your online account or just give us a call and we can do it over the phone. But it's really important to make sure that you update your contact information with the library so we can get in touch with you if we need to. And then we've got our preferred searches, reading history, and My List, which we'll go over in just a second. So the first thing we want to do is, if you click on 3 items currently checked out right here, this is going to list all the different things that you have checked out on your account. Now from here, you've got a couple different options you can do. You can see when they're due, and these are all due in, I think, 1 day. So I want to renew these items. So if I want to renew all of them, I can click all of them. Or if there's just one I want to renew and I know I'm going to return the other 2, you just click the items that you want to renew and click renew selected. And now all of it's asking you if you want to renew all of these. Say yes. And all these have all been renewed. So now I've got, it was originally due on the 16th of August. It's now due on the 10th of September. So this is a really easy way to renew your books. If you know your books are going to be due pretty soon and you're not going to be able to bring them back on time, you can come in to the website here and just renew them online. It is important, though, that you need to renew them before the due date passes. Once that due date passes, sometimes it'll block you from being able to get into your account or being able to renew. So it's something you need to be proactive at, but it's really convenient. So if you just remember in the middle of the night, or offhand you remember you need to renew your books, you can just do it very quickly from your online account. Another thing you can do here is pay your bills and fines. So if you click on, if you have any fines, it'll say what it is here. If you don't have any fines, then that's okay. And then if you go over on the right-hand side under My Library, go to Pay Fines and Fees. This will take you to an online resource where you can pay. It will take you off the Humboldt County website. It's ACI Payments. But from here, you can click here. This takes you to a website where you can submit your payment with a credit card or with a debit card and take care of your fees and fines right away. You can also always come into any library branch and pay them with cash in the library itself. So we've got a couple features in here that are super helpful. One is if you want to put holds on books, if there's a book that you want and you want to make sure that you get it, you can click by going to the search options. So say if you want to do it by author, and let's say it's Stephen King that you want to read. So always do the last name first. And so it's going to give you, here is everything by Stephen King that we have in all of our branches. And you can see here, Eureka, Fortuna, it's at the different branches that are in Humboldt County. So let's say you wanted to read 11/22/63. You can click on this title. And if you want, you can click request. And what this does is it will send a notice to the library staff, and we will go and take it off the shelf and put it on the hold shelf at the front desk. So that way you don't need to come in and look for it on the shelf. You can just come to the circulation desk, pick up your book, and leave the library quickly. So it's a great option for if you don't have much time to browse, you just need to get a book very quickly. So once you put in the request to hold, you can identify which library branch you want to pick it up at. So I have the Eureka branch set as my home library, but say I work in Arcata or I work in Rio Dell, and that's easier for me. You can always change that to whichever branch is easiest for you. And then a cancel if not filled by date. This is if you know you've got, say, a book club and you need to read this by the end of October, and you're not going to need it after October. So you can say after October, let's say 15th of this year, if I haven't received the book yet, just go ahead and cancel the hold. So this is nice if you just don't want to fill up your account with holds. You're allowed 4 holds at a time. So if there's you have person who puts a lot of holds on your account, this is a good way to kind of make sure that you're not blocking yourself from other holds. And then click submit. And now it was successful, and you'll be able to pick up this. We'll send you an email based off of the email that is here in your account. We'll let you know when it's available, or you can always just give us a call and we can let you know if it's available yet. So now if we return to our record, you can see under here it says one request, and this is all the holds that are available. And from here, it'll tell you, you can change the pickup location if you change your mind, when it's going to be canceled. And then freeze is a nice option if you have some things on hold, or you put holds on items and say you're going to go out of town and you're not going to be able to pick them up for, say, 2 weeks or 3 weeks. You can click this freeze button, and basically what it does is it just holds your hold on it, and it puts a pause on it. So then you come back and you can unfreeze it. And so your books don't come up when you're gone or you're going to be out of town and unavailable to pick them up. Another option that we have here is my reading history. So a lot of people sometimes want to know, they want to get a list of all the books that they've read, either for their own records or just to see what book the titles they've already read so they don't check them out again. We at the public library do not keep records of people's checkout history. The only records we keep are what are currently checked out, but once you return it, it's completely taken off of your account. So what you can do is on your online account, if you go to my reading history, you can opt in, and this is going to create a reading history that's only available to you. So you can opt in, And from this point on, anytime you check out a book, it will show and it'll create a list of all the titles that you've checked out until you opt out of this option. So this is, if you're one of those people who likes to keep track of how many books you've read in a year, or just wanting to see what titles you've read, this is a really good way to kind of keep track in an easy online feature. Another really fun option is our preferred searches. If there is, say, again, you love Stephen King and you want to know whenever he has a new book coming out, you can create a preferred search by changing this to author, putting in the author name and search. And if you click on Save as Preferred Search, and now if you go back to your record and go to Preferred Searches, you'll see here that it's automatically saved. So rather than having to click on author, type it in, click search, now that it just creates a little fast link where you can just click on this and it'll automatically take you to his record. So this is an easy way. If there's an author that you really love, you can just click on that, see if there's anything new. If there's a particular title that you're waiting for the library to get, you can do that as a preferred search and then just click on the preferred search in your account and it'll take you straight to see if that we have a record on our database. Now if we go back to our record. Another good option is My Lists. This allows you to create reading lists for future reference. So this is really good for, say, for example, you're in a book club and your book club has picked out the titles they're going to read for the next 6 months, and you want to make sure that you keep track of what those books are. What you can do is, let's go ahead and search for, so for example, we had a book club that recently just read Mrs. Dalloway. So we're going to search for Mrs. Dalloway. And from here, you can click on Save to My Lists. And you need to select a list. If you haven't created a list yet, you can just go to Create a New List. And what this will do is it'll create a list for you where you can basically make a reading list for yourself of different titles you like. If you're reading a series, you can just put all the books of one series on there, and it just creates a nice handy place to read lists or interest lists on your account. So if next time you're logging onto your account, you're going to put holds on some books that you were looking for, you can just pull up that list and be like, oh, these are the books I've been looking for, and put your holds on that way. Now, there's some other features here on your online account that you can also use. We've got our search options. So if you're in your account and you're ready to search for books, you can just click here and it takes you automatically there. You don't have to go back to the web page to search. We also give you some links to some handy stuff. Some are the homepage, our articles and databases, things like that. So we just kind of make it a little bit easier for you to navigate back into the library website. And the other feature that we have here is the new book suggestion. So if you're searching for a book and we don't have it, you can click on this. And it will take you to a form that you can fill out you put in part of your library card number, the title, the author, and when you click submit, this gets sent to our reference librarians, who will then forward it on to the purchaser of whatever area. So if it's fiction or nonfiction, whoever buys the books in that area. And it just lets us know that somebody is looking for this book, and it helps us inform our purchase decisions. So if you're ever looking for a book that you can't find, this is one option. You can always suggest it. We will also be doing a series here in a second, or in a couple weeks, on the Zip Book program and interlibrary loan program, which are some other options to get books that we don't have currently in our collection. So that's kind of it for our online accounts. Again, if you ever have any questions or run into any issues getting to your account, we're always available to help you out. You can give us a call at 269-1915 or email us at HCL, which stands for Humboldt County Library, at co.humboldt.ca.us. That email account is accessible by all of our librarians, and we will connect with you and help answer any questions you may have. Thanks for joining us, and I hope you have a good day.